with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay.
Autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
On first down, this is Geis. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A gain of a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Allen. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Bass is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. For 10 more and a first.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. This is Geis. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
On 1st down, Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find his running back, Ice. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Flushed. Allen here. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Going deep for Diggs, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. First and 10 right at the 20. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in your playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 47-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Buffalo.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 43. Yeah.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
And 7.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hey, middle.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 5 now. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 38, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
45-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo.
Josh Allen with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
10 at the 49-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now it's Jackson. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Second down at the 44-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Report, report.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Go ahead. Check, report, report.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, middle. Ship, watch the ship. Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ferguson there on.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
At the 33-yard line.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. There we go. 37's the mic. Mike 37.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
37 is the mic. Mic 37. Silver. Hey, report. 37 is the mic. Mic 37. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
47 mic. 47. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 23, Bills 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. able to knock that one away.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Allen. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
For the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.